The mass production of pottery and the mechanization of the cotton industry led to new ideas, more resources, and more job opportunities for immigrants. The mass production of pottery made it faster, easier, and cheaper. It also made products more affordable for consumers. People often lived in factories in order to work. It was unsanitary, and people weren't fed much, which led to diseases and illnesses of workers.
This is what an assembly line would have looked like. Each person would do one job, and then a group of people would put these one jobs together, and this would eventually create something amazing like a car.
This is Josiah Wedgwood, also known as the father of English potters. He started the mass production of pottery in Europe, but he used molds instead of using the potter's wheel.
Many great inventors and inventions came to arise at this time. This is Peter van Musschenbroek. He invented the pyrometer. The pyrometer is a non-contact device that intercepts and measures thermal radiations.
Eli Whitney, a native of Massachusetts, secured a patent on the cotton gin in 1793. Though patent office records indicate that the first cotton gin may have been built by a machinist named Noah Holmes 2 years before Whitney's patent was filed, the gin, short for engine, could do the work 10 times faster than by hand.
Although Eli Whitney made a patent on the cotton gin, he never actually made any money off this invention. The cotton gin made it possible to supply large quantities of cotton fiber to a fast-growing textile industry. Within 10 years, the value of the U.S. cotton crop rose from $150,000 to more than $8 million.
Slaves were required for picking the cotton. This was because it was a difficult job and it requires a lot of intensive labor, and the people did not want to do this vigorous job, so they depended on slaves.
In the 18th century, James Hargreaves invented the spinning jenny, and Richard Arkwright pioneered the water-propelled spinning frame, which led to the mass production of cotton. This was truly revolutionary, said by A.N. Wilson. The spinning jenny was named after James Hargreaves' daughter. Labor was required from children when they turned to the age of 10 in the factories. They were often required to work because they either needed the money or because the machines required a small person with small hands to get in it. Cotton was first spun by machinery in England in 1730. The Industrial Revolution in England and the invention of the cotton gin in the U.S. paved the way for an important place cotton holds in today's world. With the cotton gin, the labor from children, and the new assembly lines, the time it took to create cotton went from 60,000 hours to only 40 in just 400 years. This was such an amazing progress.
Then take a rest and sing yourself a song.